Hey, I'm Damon. I'm 31 and I work as a chip engineer in Shenzhen. In China, by 30, you're expected to have your life figured out. A respectable job, a happy family, and a stable life. By that standard, I guess I'm doing okay. I have a steady job, decent pay, and a girlfriend I've been with for years. So I should feel secure, right? On paper, it's a 9 to 6 job with weekends off. In reality, I'm on call around the clock. If something goes wrong on the production line overnight, one call pulls me out of bed. The more I want out, the more afraid I am to leave. What scares me isn't quitting itself. It's what quitting could cost me. Today, I want to talk about how I landed what many people see as a good job, what it gave me, and what it cost me. It's Sunday, and as usual, my girlfriend and I are heading to the library. Our weekend rule: one day to relax and one day to learn. This is a free public library close to where I live. It's small, but it has a kids section, reading areas, and study spaces. Libraries in Shenzhen are usually packed on weekends. We didn't get here that early, so every individual study desk was taken. We looked around for a while before finding an open spot in the reading area. Most importantly, it had an outlet. I have a master's degree in physics. When I graduated, the chip industry was hiring a lot of people. My physics background was relevant to the field, and that was enough to get me in. I got lucky with the timing. Otherwise, I might have become a teacher. My first job was back home in Hunan. I made around 7,000 to 8,000 RMB a month, about 1,000 to 1,200 US dollars. The pay was low, and the hours were brutal. Working until 10 or 11 p.m. was normal. My overtime rate was 17.6 RMB an hour, about $2.60. I still remember that number. By law, weekday overtime is supposed to pay 1.5 times your regular wage. But the company based it on the local minimum wage, not what I actually made. Pretty clever, right? That job wore me out, but it also gave me my start in the chip industry. I had a job right after graduation and got the experience I needed. So even now, I'm still grateful to that company. After almost 2 years, I started to hit a ceiling. I wasn't learning much anymore, so I decided to change jobs. At the time, I was in Hunan, and my girlfriend was in Guangdong, several hundred kilometers away. We could usually only see each other around major holidays, like Lunar New Year. Long distance was hard, so I used the job change as a chance to move closer. That's what brought me to Shenzhen, where I joined the semiconductor manufacturer I still work for today. Shenzhen offered much better pay and benefits than Hunan. With my experience, finding a semiconductor job paying over 10,000 RMB a month, about 1,500 US dollars, wasn't too hard. In China, 10,000 RMB a month is a common benchmark for doing pretty well. I grew up in rural Hunan, so I was happy with that salary and the benefits. More importantly, I could finally see my girlfriend every week. This job really did give me a better life. That's why I can't just walk away. I've been sitting too long. I need a walk. There's a park with a lake right next to the library. It's one reason I like coming here. On paper, my contract says 9 to 6, weekends off, with good pay and benefits. What it doesn't say is that I still have to answer work calls after hours. For me, being on call is worse than working overtime. Semiconductor production runs 24 hours a day. If something goes wrong with the equipment or the product, whoever is responsible may be called to deal with it, no matter the hour. None of that time counts as overtime, and none of it shows up in my hours. It breaks up my sleep. Sometimes I worry the phone will ring later that night. I already struggle to fall asleep. Even after the problem is fixed, my brain won't shut off. Sometimes I get just 3 or 4 hours, then go to work like normal. And this job demands intense focus. Even a small mistake can cause enormous losses. Over time, I've felt my health getting worse. Every annual checkup seems to find something new. Maybe it isn't the chip industry itself that I want to leave. Maybe it's this on-call life. Sometimes I just want one full night's sleep. Back at the library, I spend some more time on work-related material. Until I find another direction, leaving my current job still feels too risky. China's job market has become more competitive. In some industries, candidates over 35 face real age discrimination. I'm only 4 years away. If work stops, my income stops. The bills and family responsibilities don't. So I'm rethinking my career. What else can I do besides chip development? Could I leave the semiconductor industry altogether? Making videos is one experiment, a way to document what comes next and take back control of my life. I don't know where this will lead. For now, I'm just giving it a try. For many of us trying to change direction, we can't just walk away from the job we have. We can only explore another path after work and on weekends. Before we leave, I'm signing up for a library card. It only takes a quick check with my Chinese national ID and I'm registered. Borrowing and returning books is mostly self-service. I've never used one of these before. I'll start with 2 books and take my time with them. You can disinfect the books here too. It works a bit like a microwave. Put them in, press a button, and wait. That's it. She has a high-speed train back to Guangzhou tonight, so we don't have much time. We find a noodle place nearby and grab a quick dinner. We've been together for 17 years. Of course we've talked about marriage. My job is exhausting, but it's relatively stable. She works in tech. She earns good money, but her job is less secure than mine. That's a big reason I can't just quit. I've always felt that at least one of us needs a steady income. This job doesn't just support me. It gives both of us a financial safety net. In China, marriage often brings pressure to buy a home and have kids. Both are huge expenses, and both take years of stable income. We haven't gotten married yet, not because I don't want to build a family with her. I want to give myself another 2 years, to earn more, and find a way to have more time for her and our future family.
Dumpling.
It's already hard to make enough time for the 2 of us while I'm on call around the clock. I don't want her or our future child waiting for me to finish work before our life can begin. After dinner, I take her to the high-speed rail station. We've done this so many times, but I still don't like train stations.
前方450米处有部系安全带拍照。
I'm going out for a run. When I run, all I have to focus on is my breathing and my steps. For a little while, I don't have to think about equipment, yield rates, or the next call. The whole point of working this hard is to build a life I can enjoy. But I don't want to put life on hold while I'm building it. I still don't know what my next move is. Tomorrow, I'll go back to work. Next Sunday, I'll probably be back at the library, looking for another way forward.